Man, because it's about to be an update. Oh my God. On the 30th. That is,
What's about to be an update?
it's going to be an update for Zoom. So that could be the reason why it's messing
On
up.
the 30th?
Yeah, on May 30th. But it's not May 30th. So this is weird. This is weird. I don't know. I don't know. But we can get started because we're recording. Well, welcome to the YouTube Live BGCM Scholarship Show. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, for being on. Sorry for the little delay with the time. We got some malfunctions going on with YouTube and Zoom right now, but we're gonna get that figured out for the next show. So today, we have Mr. Jermaine, Ms. Sharon, Michael, Jalen, all in tuned in onto the Zoom call. What we're gonna do today is talk about two different things. One is a Civicore.
They didn't say you.
No.
You did not say my son's name.
Who? Oh, Jabez?
Jabez, your name ain't even on there.
Oh, Jabez's face isn't showing, so I didn't know. Or Michael, so
I ain't gonna say somebody's name that's not on the screen.
Look, I told y'all this is a professional call. I'm about to mute myself.
First of all, this is our call.
Well, hello, Jabez. Didn't know you were in the back. Sorry about that. My bad. All right, so today, we're going to be discussing or pretty much doing an overview of Civicore. We have two students or members that actually have experience with Civicore. So I'm going to actually have them talk about their experience with Civicore, some things that they either like about it, you know, what they use it for, different things like that. So, why did they get off? Oh, wow, that's crazy. So Jabez and Michael. No, go ahead.
They need you to talk.
Yeah, we do need them to talk because it's definitely gonna be. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm about to leave. Don't Mike care.
Oh my God.
Dude, you's too close. He talking to you.
Is that Jabez?
Oh yeah, that's him. Here, he's here. Here, take this computer. I'm gonna give him my computer. Right now. Oh. Okay.
All right, Michael. Since you're here, all right, Michael, you have experience with Civicore. Can you tell us your experience with Civicore, what you like about it, what you use it for, kinda, and different things like that, and then we'll get into the meat and bones of it until Jabez is ready to talk, and then we'll go from there. And now Michael won't say nothing. That's crazy. All right, I'll lead it real quick. All right, so
he's in. He's ready. Okay, bye. I'm about to leave.
All right, Michael, you there?
That's something. All right, so basically what we use Civicore for is like to write down things that you've done around the club and do like so many, it's like 8, isn't it?
Yes, if you're in the ambassador program, yes, 8 tasks. Mm-hmm.
Do 8 tasks and you do 2, what's it called? 2 programs, something like that. Yeah. And then that like helps you with your scholarships and all that. And like you can just keep it to stay organized, basically.
Exactly. So like he mentioned, it's definitely a way to stay organized with what you've been involved inside and outside of the club. So it's like an online database where you can pretty much put in your resume, you can put in your, like you just mentioned, different activities that you do inside and outside the club, different sports that you're playing, some places that you work at. Just all that information plus more in one database. All you got to do is sign into your username and password, and then boom, it's all right there. And you can use that, especially if you're involved in our scholarship program. You can definitely use that while you're doing your post-secondary, whatever it could be, school-related, work-related, whatever it is. You can use this database to pretty much go back to just to assist you with maybe even more scholarships, maybe even the Boys and Girls Club scholarship or whatever it is. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show you guys the easiest route to get there, the overview of it, and just the different perks about it, where it has where you can look on there for different scholarships, maybe even some internships, career things like that. Just the quickest way, not the quickest way, but the best way to do it. And we're gonna run through it. So I wish Jalen would come back because he's kind of new to this, and it would be a great way for him to learn this. But it's okay though. We got a recording. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen. Jabez, you said something, Michael?
I say you want me to call him?
Oh yeah, that would be perfect.
All right.
That would be splendid. Did. Let me see real quick. Let me make sure I log out and go to where I need to go to. All right, so I'll just go to Google. All right, so.
Hey, what's the password for Zoom?
It is 573601.
Oh, because Jay said he's using it. It's not letting him. Come on.
It's not working for him. 573601. It's supposed to. Mm-hmm. It could be the Zoom. Zoom could be messing up. That might be happening. I don't know. Or maybe he might be. Let me look at. See if I got a plug.
Go ahead. We'll figure it out. Go ahead.
All right. So yeah. So I'm about to share my screen, and we're going to talk about pretty much the process of how to get to our Civicore. And this is just for members of the Boys and Girls Club. Let me quote that. How to get to our Civicore website, and then you log in, et cetera, and we'll go from there. All right, here we go. I'm gonna share my screen. All right, I'm gonna start at Google. So we're sharing. Hey, Sharon, we're sharing. You get it, Sharon, Miss Sharon? Sorry. All right, so what I like not everybody to do, but this is what you would do. You would type in BGCM, and you can just put Omaha or something like that. I usually just go to Google. Then right here at the bgcomaha.org, you click that. And we also have a, I guess a tutorial or a PDF.
Write it down.
Oh, you want to write it down? Okay.
Yeah, I want to write down. Put yourself on mute. Because I see that Atalina's not in here. And Shania's not in here. So when I have to set it up with them, I can set it up with them myself, or do they need you guys to do it?
No. You can set it up with them.
Okay, so I'm gonna have Jabez, he's gonna write it down for me. Unless you want to email me the steps and I could just go through it with them if you want me to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
It's up to you.
And
Okay, well,
yeah, you can do both, because Jermaine just said an even quicker option of just doing bgcmomaha.org/scholarship. That works.
okay.
Too.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and we pretty much have a I think it's a PDF. Yes, a PDF that has the walkthrough of how you do it, how you get to Civicore.
Okay. So write that
So
down.
really, you don't need to write it down, but you can if you would like to.
Okay.
So I'll send it. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to everybody, I should say.
Jalen, are you taking that in? Are you listening, Jalen?
I don't think
Jalen.
Jalen's not on.
Oh,
Hey, you stop directing.
I'm sorry. I was just asking. I just want to make sure the parents understand that, each step is what it needs to be.
The kids need to understand it.
Okay, kids, parents. I don't understand. I'm a parent.
So what you can do, like Jermaine mentioned, you can type in BGCM. Oh, I forgot what it was exactly off the top of my head. Let me go to chat. BGCM or BGCO. So bgcomaha.org/scholarship. Or you can do this option that I'm doing. Like I said, go to Google, type in BGC Omaha. Obviously, click BGCM Omaha or of the Midlands, and then you can go to programs, team programs. This is a longer way to get there, if you would like to. But some people like to be strategic and things like that. You can scroll all the way down to the BGCM Scholarship Program, And bam, there you go. You'll see. Oh, wow, Jermaine, you didn't even add my name in here. Okay, continue. Civicore, you click on Civicore login. I'm talking about right here. Yeah, you see it? Yeah, you say your name. It's cool, though. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
It's
Click
just
on
my name.
I never say your name. I was like, dang, you can't have my name too. It's cool though.
Talk to him about it. I don't control the website.
Yes,
Okay, Mr. AJ,
Yeah.
Jalen got kicked out, so they're trying to sign back in because he needs to get that Civicore account set up, okay? So can you
Okay.
just hold up just for 1 second, please? I said, please, like a parent.
I like how we just controlling everything around Sharon.
No. Okay, I'm about to walk away again.
AJ, you're in control of this broadcast. Go ahead and do what you need to do.
You could, Ms. Sharon, if you have a question, just hit us up in the chat, please. Just hit us up in the chat. Unless it's something that there. Is that him? Oh, that's Jermaine. That's Jermaine. Even though he should know how to do it too, which is cool. He got experience too, which is good. All right, so we'll continue, Jess, and then when Jalen gets in, we'll talk about it again. Or we'll actually have someone else explain how to do it that's already done it before. All right, so like I was saying, you click on BGCM or Civicore login, click on home. You don't have to worry about the reference letter as of right now. You'll type in your information. So if you have information, which I do as a scholar, I do because I kind of made one. You type in, oh man, I don't even know my own stuff. Wow, because I just did it. There you go. No, seriously, like what is going on? Oh, that's the wrong. My bad. Oh man. All right, there you go. All right, so you are in. Hit this little option over here. All right, so when you're in Civicore, Jalen, I know you just came in. I'm going to explain it again once we're all done with everything, how to get here, and then go from there. All right, so once you're in, you will see on the home page, you'll see scholarship students. Obviously, you all are not scholarship students just yet, but except for Jabez, you should be in the next coming year. You should be a scholarship student. That's our plan to have you be involved in that. So here's just some information regarding towards the scholarship students, the community hours regarding what they need to complete before a certain deadline, which is April 1st of this last year, and all those types of things. For high school seniors, which is going to be going towards Jabez and actually Jalen as well, has a deadline for when you guys would need to have certain things turned in. Obviously, for this past year was February 28th, 2020. This is talking about the application process of completing your essays on the application and different things like that. Obviously, the deadline will be different for the next year, and we'll be making sure that you guys know about that information ahead of time. For team members, which is the most of you that are involved in this now, make sure you update your profiles at least once a month. We even say, 2 times a month, maybe even 3. Especially in this situation we're in now, you guys can be able to do 3 to 4, maybe 2 or 3. Updating your Civicore. Be sure to upload a selfie photo for your profile. And I can't see the remainder of this. I gotta move my screen. And yeah, be sure to check for tips for success, for helpful resources, and additional scholarships. So we'll talk about all these columns or all these tabs up here by home, my profile, tips for success, internship board, and scholarships. So let's get it rolling. Any questions, you guys can just unmute yourself, ask the question, or you can just put it in the chat and I'll be able to see it. All right, so in my profile, this is one of the most important things to fill out. One, because obviously we have your first name, you have your last name. If you want to put your middle name as well. Your address, different things like that you need to fill out. Your contact information, your email, your phone number, your parent information, all that good stuff. And then one of the most important things are your additional information, which is what club you have a membership at, the date of birth, the gender, the year of expected graduation from high school. So you definitely need this information to be filled out. especially if it's not there as of right now, which I believe it will be for everybody that's on this call. Make sure you put the year that you would graduate so we can know, because eventually when you're a senior and you want to fill out the application, you need to have this number in there, because if not, you won't be able to fill out that application. And then you make a password. So whatever password that you can remember the best way, then you'll make sure that you put that password in, or whatever password that you want to use. And that information will be sent to myself and Mr. Jermaine, so we can always, if we need to go in and look at your Civicore or something like that, then we'll be able to do that certain stuff, so we can maybe modify some things, change some things up, do whatever needs to be done. Or maybe you can't put something in at the time. Maybe you can assist with that for like that second or two or whatever. We'll be able to have that information. And maybe you forget, so we'll be having that information as well. So you won't be able to, so you'll always be able to go back to your Civicore. So carrying on, academics. This is where you will be able to put your school or schools information in. So I went to Omaha South. Whoa, that is wrong, by the way. That's supposed to be a different number, but that's weird. I don't know why that happened. Yeah, so, or different date. So yeah, this is where you'll put the school. You'll put your grades and transcripts, like we were saying before, especially if you're a team member or even a scholarship student or even a senior. Make sure you add in your grades and your transcripts and all that information, just so we can see the progress of how you're doing. You know, every single semester, every single year, all those type of stuff. It looks great to us, for us to see it. And then also eventually when you're a scholarship student, you can obviously be able to see that as well. Or the committee will be able to see that, the transcripts and your grades that you have done and how you've been doing and all that type of stuff. And then even if you needed to have your transcripts in there, you can grab it, and then you can obviously use it for something else as well. So like I said, it's an online database that you can always grab certain things out, put certain things in that you can use for now or later on. And then moving on to interests and activities. This is where the meat of the potatoes is, for sure. So you're adding your interest. So right here I added sports, which is probably, I put basketball or something like that. And you can put in as many interests as you want. It's just for us to get to know you better, even maybe the committee to get to know you better, different things like that. And this is where Jabez was talking. I think it was Jabez that was saying this. I don't know if it was, I think it was Jabez or Michael that were talking about the activities, where you would put in the different activities, maybe even in school or outside of school. You want to put as much information as you can. And especially even you being involved in this Zoom call right now is an activity. So you want to make sure you add that. Even before, when we had the YouTube show, or maybe in The Voice, you add those different dates in there. You add those different dates, and then how many, what was some things that were talked about, some different stuff like that. And just continue to add on as many activities, especially Boys and Girls Club activities, but even outside of Boys and Girls Club as well, activities there as much as you can. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to show you guys how to obviously write out an activity or pretty much that process real quick. So you'll click on add new activity. The same with the add new interest. You'll click that. You'll go to, depending on what the type of activity was. So maybe if you are a club ambassador, which we can have a YouTube discussion about that, or YouTube show about that as well, because Jabez and Michael are involved in that, and it's a great opportunity to pretty much, if you're involved in the club in any way, you'll be able to get an incentive or reward for it. If it's community based, you'll be able to just click that type and type it in. School related, non-school related, volunteering, church related, BGC, so which is Boys and Girls Club related, you put it in here. So you just type out. It doesn't have to be overly long. It can be like 1 or 2 sentences, a description of the activity, and you'll put it there. If you want to say that, hey, it was a leadership activity, then you do the same thing and write down the leadership responsibilities as well. You'll type that out. Please list the top 3 responsibilities that you did for that activity. Pretty simple. You click submit. Once you click submit, which I probably should have just did it, it will, actually, I'll just do it real quick. It will pop up. So I'll just say clean, oh man. Whoa, I don't know how to type. Cleaned up. Of the school, or no, park area. I don't know. So you'll add 1 or 2 more sentences, obviously, with that. You want to be a little bit more descriptive as well, but you want to title it Cleaned Up Park or something. You don't have to worry about organization. You want to do the start date, the date you did it, and maybe even the date you finished, or maybe you did it multiple days, or maybe throughout the week or something. So I'll just put May 4th through the 11th. Well, yeah, through the 11th. Maybe I did it almost every day. And you can put the frequency, which could be once a week, once a month, however that was. And then after that, you hit submit. Boom, as you guys can see, it's right here. So yeah, you want as many activities as you can. It looks great, especially when you are involved in the Boys and Girls Club, but then eventually you want to be involved in the scholarship program. We look at all this. We make sure we go through everybody's, especially if you are a senior, even before then too. We can go through this information and just look and see, like, okay, are they actually going into their Civicore? Are they putting this information in? Are they doing this and that? You know, just trying to you want to make sure that you're beating someone else out of it, but at the same time you're doing as much as you can in the club and outside the club as well. Ms. Sharon, you got a question?
Y'all told me. Can you hear me?
You unmuted yourself, so I didn't know.
Oh, well, y'all told me I had to type it in the chat thing, so I'm just gonna be like this.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say June the 3rd, as far as when their activities is cleaning up or whatever. Community service, we're gonna be at the Florence area, the Florence Club, and we're gonna pick up on that fence line and around the building. And although that fence line is not ours, it's just still a be community service, especially for you seniors. You know, like you said, you want to do as much as you can to be involved. So. You know, so just on June the 3rd, so write that down because every single one is going to be there, especially the ones that's related to me. Okay? Got that? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I got off the chat box now. Okay, bye-bye.
All right. So,
Okay.
so like Ms. Sharon said, you know, different activities such as that, you would obviously put that in your Civicore. Or you can obviously do it in a different way of just writing it down at first and then making sure you put it in your Civicore. Always try to go back to putting everything in your Civicore. Everything and almost anything that you can think of that'll look obviously good for yourself, especially when that time comes, when it's scholarship time or scholarship program, filling out the application, and different things like that. All right, so we're going to get moving on to the work experience. So this is where if you're employed by somebody, you would put that employer and their information in this tab or box or these areas, and it'll just keep going down if you have more employers. Similar to the activities and interests, you'll just fill that out when that time comes. All right, moving on to resume. So if you have a resume that you can upload, you can definitely upload your resume. Jermaine and myself can go in and look at the different resumes and maybe even assist you with those, especially if you don't send it to our email. We can just look to see if you have a resume in here. We can just check out your resume, see how it is, see if we need to modify it in any way or anything like that. Or maybe you want to just, hey, I don't want to use paper copy, or hey, I don't want to leave it in my, I don't want to leave it on my own. Oh, you just wrote that again. I want to leave it out or anything like that. Maybe I want to add it into Civicore. Add it into Civicore. Add everything into Civicore as much as you can. We'll move on to references real quick. References will be kind of towards when you're applying for the scholarship. You have somebody reference you. You'll fill out a online form, and they'll go from there. And then my applications. This is kind of towards when you're doing the scholarship program. You're obviously your senior year. You're filling it out. You complete it. You'll have this, and it'll say date of. It'll say you submitted your application. Any questions besides? I'll just talk about what Ms. Sharon just mentioned again. On June 3rd, like she just mentioned, cleaning up around outside of the Florence Club, right?
Yes.
Yep, outside of the Florence Club. 4 p.m., not 4 a.m., 4 p.m. 4 p.m., June 3rd. I think that's what is that, a Wednesday?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's a Wednesday. So if you can be there, be there. This is a great way to just continue to build upon for your Civicore and obviously do something else as well to get yourself out the house and give back to the community. It's a great, great way. All right, moving on to tips for success. All right, tips for success. This is leaning towards, so tips for success can help you out in different ways. So it has the Civicore user tips, which, like I just mentioned to Ms. Sharon, I'm going to send her a certain like PDF document or whatever that helps to explain how to get a Civicore and different things like that. So you would click that to, if you needed assistance on just anything that's helpful towards Civicore. Has test taking strategy tips, scholarship information sheet, talking about the Holland career assessment if you want to know about maybe what career that you can lean toward, that you're leaning toward, that you might have an interest in, education quest, information regarding the Buffett, information regarding a lot of scholarships as well that is on here as well. Test taking tips or strategies for test prep. All these different types of things are on Tips for Success that you can look into just to tap in, just to see if it's something that might interest you or help you improve for yourself. What else? Like I said, a lot of different scholarship stuff, gateway to college, the contract. You guys don't have to worry about that as of right now. Yeah, we always update different things on here too for Tips for Success. So it can be with scholarships, it can be with helping with test taking, like I said, all these different types of things. Eventually, especially when you're a junior or senior and you're looking towards a scholarship, you would look towards look in here one of the places first in Tips for Success. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that is involving around Tips for Success. Jermaine, you got anything regarding Tips for Success?
No, you talk about other scholarship resources.
Yep.
Talked about the career assessments.
Trying to see if there's anything else. Yeah, Civicore steps, all that type of stuff. Scholarship resources. That's what we have for Tips for Success.
Anything that students or club members have as ideas to what they want to see in there, please let us know, and then we'll update it.
Definitely, yeah, because we're always updating. We're always updating Tips for Success. Whatever we might find that can be beneficial to you guys. And the same for this tab that has internship board. So this is mainly towards like jobs, careers, internships. We update this. Maybe we meet somebody outside in the community, and we just update this with a potential jobs or employers that you guys can tap into, honestly. So as you guys can see, government jobs, First Data, summer business internship, ConAgra, UPS, JCPenney, Kiewit, Bakers. The list will go on. We'll just keep expanding that as much as we can, but with the information that we receive, and then we'll just definitely go from there after that. And then leading on to the scholarship. So if you are a senior and you're interested in being involved in the scholarship program, this is what it'll look like that you'll fill out. All the information that we just mentioned, or I just mentioned, with the activities, interests, work experience, interests, all that stuff, it'll be on this application. It'll already be transferred over, so you don't actually have to type it again and rewrite it, as you guys can see here. You'll be seeing this, especially if you get to when you get to your senior year, you'll be able to see all this information, type it out, have some essays that you have to fill out, your first choice, second choice, third choice of school. Essays, like I mentioned, your club impact, another like little essay right here, parent information, and you'll add in your transcript and SAR, financial circumstances, and different things like that, signature, and so on. With this scholarship, we want you to sell yourself, obviously, but we won't tap into that until it's obviously that time, because it's a great opportunity to be involved in that scholarship, or this scholarship for the Boys and Girls Club, but then also for any other scholarship as well. So yeah, that's just like an overview of Civicore. I'm gonna go back real quick just so I can. Let me look at let me just type it in so I can just show Jalen or anybody else that's been involved or that just popped on how to get to Civicore. So real quick, all you have to do is this is one option. Go to your browser or URL. You type in bgcomaha.org/scholarship. You click it. Boom, you'll see all this information regarding the scholarship program. And then you will click Civicore login. Boom, click Civicore login. I'm gonna log out real quick. And you'll see this, it says Scholar Login. You'll type in your information. Boom. You're logged in. After that, get the ball rolling in my profile. That's where a lot of teams will be at for sure. And you start filling these things in. So one thing I am going to do is I'm going to, since everybody is in this chat, I'm going to put my email in. And if you do not have a Civicore, and I'll send out an email as well to the people that I don't have. Here's my email. Please send me, especially if you're a member. Obviously, we are, since that's why you're involved in the Zoom call. Please send me a username and a password of your choice that that you would like to use for Civicore, and then I'll send you just letting you know it's confirmed that your application has been made, different things like that. That it's easier for you to log in, and then after that you'll be able to go in, knock out your My Profile, do all that good stuff, and go from there. That's the information that we need to do the Civicore stuff. And once you do that, or if you work with Ms. Sharon to do it, you can do it as well like that too. Or whomever else, a team director, whoever else that you're working with, you can do it. You do it that way as well. I just need, Jermaine or myself need that information, and you'll be good to go with Civicore. Do we have any questions? Any questions? I'm going to stop this sharing real quick. Any questions from anyone regarding Civicore, the importance of Civicore, why you should do it, why you shouldn't do it, any experiences or anything like that from the people that already have a Civicore, Michael or Jabez, because, and Jay, you too, you got one too. Anything you guys would like to say? Boy, y'all quiet.
I want them Cane's gift cards.
Yeah. Is that where you went to? That's where you went to? Oh my.
Say what?
I said, is that where you went? That's what you went to go get?
No, I want to go get those awards for a scholarship program, the
okay.
academic awards and graduation awards.
Got you. Nothing from anybody? Nothing regarding Civicore? We just wanted to get a nice little rundown of it. So what I would need from Jalen for sure is I would need you to send me a username and password, or I guess an email. Sorry, not a username.
For who?
Email. Jalen.
Yeah, I got Jalen in. He's good.
Oh, okay. Jalen, you good then. My bad, Jalen. Jalen, you good then.
Mine was on top of it. We got him in.
All right.
He said, all right. All right, so perfect. I mean, everybody that's on this Zoom call obviously has a Civicore, which is great. But anybody that's going to be viewing, please contact myself, which is AHOLMES@bgcomaha.org, and send me your username or email, and a password that you like if you're a member. And yeah, we can get that ball rolling on the Civicore, especially if you're a member. Get that ball rolling and get it going.
Word of advice: do not wait to update your profile. Like, update your profile once, twice, 3 times a month. I would say once a week is probably good. You know, if you can think of stuff, or if you're doing anything throughout the week. I know Miss Sharon is going to have a group of kids help with cleanup with the property around Florence Club. So, you know, that's the opportunity right after when you get done doing that, is to log in and update what you did, how long you did it. Just, you know, put a short description of what you did. You will put that under activities. You know, that could be volunteer service, Boys and Girls Club activity, however you want to classify that. But one problem that we run into with especially seniors when it's time to apply for the scholarship program is they wait till senior year to update their profile, and they may miss a lot of things because it's a lot of stuff that they've done over the course of a few years, especially 4 years of high school. And if we know that your profile is bare going into your senior year of high school, it doesn't look good towards us. It doesn't look good towards to the scholarship committee either. And they take that in consideration. So you got a lot of time in your hands right now. Not a lot of options for you to, to go do things in the community, sadly, but take advantage of this time and update your profiles.
Definitely. And if you have some stuff in the past that you've done at the Boys and Girls Club or not even at the Boys and Girls Club, add that too. Anything that you can remember. Add those different activities or whatever you've done, maybe in the community, different things like that, add that in there as well. And then obviously the present and the future too. If we don't have any questions from anybody else, I think that concludes our show today. Thank you all for being involved today. We really appreciate it. Well, shoot, Jalen good. I thought he got to get at it, but he cool. Okay, bad, good then. Good. All right, so we'll be back here next Thursday, 3 p.m. We'll have the YouTube going, because I'll be at the office again, so that'll be perfect. Yes, sir. Good. All right, well, everybody stay blessed and stay safe. We out.
Peace out.